Right everybody, Matt Fry here and I'm down at Warrington Golf Club today, and if you are someone who hates or really struggles with chipping, I've got the secret for you. So if you are new to the channel guys, do remember to hit that subscribe button. There's videos uploaded on a weekly basis to help you become better golfers. So like I say, if you do hate chipping or it's something that you really struggle with and you've watched lots of videos on changing your technique, different things and different types of styles of chipping you should be playing, I've got a little secret for you that's going to help you essentially chip it a lot better. And as you can probably see there, if you've got a keen eye, that does not look like a normal chipping club. Now, if we all cast our minds back, we might or might not have been playing golf when a certain Mr. Todd Hamilton won the Open Championship. If you don't know him, he's an American golfer. I think it was one of his first time on links. And what he did so successfully around that golf course was use a hybrid to chip with. Not saying that he was a bad chipper, but there was a lot of undulations, a lot of different shots under immense scrutiny, especially in the last round where he was leading, I think, from the start of the last round, being a total nobody to actually leading the biggest tournament in golf, and he actually went on to win it by utilizing this shot so well. And what he was basically doing was using his hybrid to chip with. Now, like I said, when we get into chipping, we're faced with loads of different things along the way. We've got here, like I've got undulations, I've got different types of grasses, I've not got the greatest lie in the world. The actual shot itself might be scary, it might be daunting to you, and as you're stood over it with your wedge because that's the club you're meant to be chipping with, the thought of actually pulling the club back is almost crippling sometimes, and you almost have assigned yourself to hitting a poor shot because you know that you can't chip with your wedge, or not that you know that you can't, but you really don't like it. So the chances of you pulling off that shot already are very limited. So this hybrid club is going to give me a little bit more leeway with my strike. It's going to give me some control over it like I would have with a putter, but also give me a little bit of loft to take out a few of the obstacles that I face early on with this shot. It's not going to be one that I'm going to be able to throw up in the air. I'm not going to be able to hit lob shots with it. It's very much around the green shot if you've not got too much in the way, but it is going to be something that you can utilize from a lot of places. And what we need to do firstly is talk about the address that we're going to have with this. So like I say, it is a hybrid club. It's a little bit longer. It's not got as much loft on the face. Me here, this is my 4 hybrid driving iron, so it's only got about 22 degrees of loft on the face. Now my putter, if I were to try and putt from here, straight away I would imagine it's going to start bobbling quite a lot because the ground is so indifferent. So with the 22 degrees of loft, or whatever your hybrid may have on it, the 19 degree, the 21, the 24, it gives us that little bit of elevation to start off with, and then we'll run from there, so can take out a few of the little obstacles. It's also got quite a big sole on the bottom of this club. Unlike your wedge or your your sand wedge, your pitching wedge, your 9-iron, whatever it is, the bottom of the clubs there are a lot narrower to these, and also the leading edges on those clubs are quite sharp in some cases, so they will either dig in or we won't have much leeway with the ground interaction because of the less of the sole on there. So I've got 2 things already that are really going to start helping me out. So I've got a bit of a bigger sole and a little bit of loft to get me over there. What we're then going to do, we're going to play it a little bit like we would do a normal chip. So what I want to see is the sternum just either on top or slightly in front, just to help us get that slightly descending blow on the golf ball. We're going to try and hit down on it just to pop it up a little bit. Again, because this hasn't got much loft on it, I need to hit down on it still. I'm not going to try and help it up and catch the ground early. I'm going to go ball and then just graze the turf as we go through the shot there. What I'm then going to try and do as I stand to it in this way is almost approach it like my putter. So for that, my putter's 31 inches. This club here is, close to 30, 39 inches long, maybe 40 inches long. So I'm going to have to go down the grip a little bit for me as I do that. I might even choose to, as well, adopt a bit of what I would do with my putter in terms of my grip. So from here, as I've gone down it, I've now got my index finger pointing down the shaft, and I'm also going to grip it like I would do my putter. So I see my overlap of the third finger in here now, and then a couple of hands cupping up there, because what I'm going to try and actually create as I make the shot, I've got a bit of my chipping set up and then the uprightedness of the shaft of a putter, but then I'm going to actually try and still hit this down like I would a chip, but now with my putter-like stroke, pendulum, and also the grip on it, it's blending those two things together, so I'd get the bonus or the good strike from my chip setup, and then I'm getting the feeling from the grip and the swing of a putter to help me just be a little bit more at ease as I play this shot. And what I'm going to do as I do this, like I say, I've got a bit of a way to go and I've got some debris and rubbish to go over, a bit of rough grass here. I'm going to see that it's probably going to fly out about 7 or 8 feet of initial flight and then run quite a lot. It's going to be spending a lot of the time on the ground like I would do a putt. And what you have to do is just actually practice these shots. So get your good setup. And even there, oh, it nearly went in first one. I've got about 6 feet down the hill left to right, but that only flew out to here and went skidding along the ground and rolled out quite efficiently. It was an okay strike. It wasn't the best strike I've ever put on a chip or a putt, but I got away with it because of this hybrid club now having that bit more of a bigger sole and less of a sharpened leading edge. So on this one, I'm just going to try and land it a little bit shorter now and hopefully see that it pulls up a tiny bit shorter for me here. Okay. Again, it's pulled up and it's just gone a little bit. It is a sloping green, this one. Right distance, and it's just a little bit left. I would say that was a pretty good strike. They will come out pretty hot when you do these. Obviously, like clubs like this, they're going to jump off the face forward. They are designed a little bit for distance as well, these sort of things. So they have hot faces on them. They do come out quickly. So if you imagined your normal putting stroke, you're just going to take a tiny bit off that, I would generally say, as a rule of thumb, to allow you to cater for that distance and that little bit of a fiery jump off the face there. So let's go one more. Let's see if I can get it a little bit closer. I've now understood the actual contours of the green here. I can pick my spot where I want to, get my setup like a chip, knowing that I'm going to get an okay strike from that, a downward strike. Use the contours and let's see if we can get it close. Well, I think this has got chances. There. If only we had 3 attempts out on the golf course, that would be brilliant. But it's a shot now that I didn't feel anxious. I didn't feel, like there was a lot of hard work to hit those shots. I really felt like I had a great amount of leeway for a poor strike just because of the club I was using, and I didn't feel under the pressure to flight it out almost. If I was going to chip this normally, I'd be looking at something where I'd probably have a 52 degree out, because there's real swales here and real undulations. So it would take quite a lot of control for me to actually land it up in my intended spot to then get it in those in that area where those 3 balls have finished. And 2 of those out of those 3, I would definitely fancy holing for my second one. And like I say, it wasn't that shot where I was stood over it, really fearing it because I wasn't confident with the chip. I was just thinking, just put a putting stroke on this now and the rest will take care of itself. And even that wasn't a great strike then. And again, it's not too far away from the hole, so it's something that's going to utilise a bit of your putting stroke, a bit of your chipping setup, but give you the confidence you need that you may not have with your chips already by just applying a bit of your putting stroke as you go through it. So get out on the golf course or down to your practice ground or your local chipping green or wherever it may be. Get your hybrid out and have a little bit of a play. Can you use it to hit some chip shots around the green and see that you're building a bit of confidence when you are starting to play those shots and not being so fearful anymore? Guys, thanks for watching this video so much. Like I said earlier, if you don't subscribe to the channel already, remember to do that. All you have to do is click the button down below and you will get all the videos that come each week to make you a better golfer. Follow me on my social media platforms, and if you do want to come and see me at Trafford, the stuff is in the link below for you to come and see me. And also, thanks for watching the video. I hope this tip works for you, and I'll see you soon with another video.